Oh, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I once again take this time to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. My name is ODONGO Fred, a student of Bulu University. We are going to share again this morning. We are going to share about an aspect, something to do with what is called a table of contents. With table of contents, before I take you through actually how we make table of contents, we need to first understand what this document is all about. And here we are saying a table of contents, which can also be shortened as TOC, is like a roadmap. Can say a roadmap to a book, can even be a document or even an article with its corresponding page numbers or links, which helps readers to find specific parts of what they are interested in. And usually this can be found at the beginning of the book or the document. So briefly, that is that. It helps us to understand how to move faster to the point that maybe a book reader is interested in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we now go through the procedures of how we can make a table of content, we shall come to this part. We shall come to this other fold of table of content. Then now we'll come to this very part. You can see now, like I have a book, an extract of a book that it is in a very disjointed manner, of which a book reader may not go through quickly and very fast to understand a specific part of what is maybe important to talk about. Now you will find that it will now require a table of content. Now I want to take you through how we can put this in a table of content, this information that I have, this extract that I have. Now we shall go to the first page. In the first page, we are going to have first page written as table of content, because before we move to these other pages, the first page should be able to show and guide us the different information that we are going to have. So all this can be summarized within the first page, and that's the page we call table of content. Now the first step, of course, we need to have page numbers, where it will be separating pages from other pages. Now we shall come to, of course, we shall come to this part of insert. We shall come to this part of insert. Then you can see from this very parts that as I scroll down, I now have this one here. There is a header, footer, then there is this page numbers. Of course, with table of content, you understand we are interested in the page number. So we shall come to this part, focus on this part of the page number. Then you direct to this part, and of course we click. Now you can see we have this part showing plain numbers, like from 1, 2, 3, and to this other part. So we shall go to the bottom part, because of course, as you know, a table of content, the location of the page numbers is done at the bottom. So we shall come and click this part of bottom, as you can see. Now with the document, with of course the extract of the book that I already had before, you now see that we already have the page numbers that is formatted page number, can have 1, 2, 3, 4. It depends on the number of pages that you want to create. But even if you also want to use Roman numbers like 1, 2, 3 for maybe subtitles, it's also okay. Of course, you can decide and make the content. I mean, the heading the pages can bear numbers. Then the subtitles can bear like Romans. Now we come to this part. You can see the page number format. Here we have chosen like 1, 2, 3. So we are going to come to this part and click OK. Just the way I've done. I think there we are still together, members, ladies and gentlemen. Then once we do that, of course we still have much work, other things to do. We shall again come to this part of design. Then we come to close header and footer. I hope we are there. Now you can see we have page 1. We now have page 1 just here at the bottom. As I said, we have page 1. There is page 1. When you also scroll, you find that in this other part we now have page 2. You see, members, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that page 2 has also come naturally. We also have page 3, and after page 3 there's even page. You now find that all these pages are arranged in order. It depends on the number of pages that you want to create, based on the content and the aspects that you want to talk about. So you can now see that all our information already has what is called page numbers. Like for our case, we have from page 1, 2, 3 and 4. We already have that. But all these page numbers are having different aspects that they're talking about. They have different aspects that they're talking about. So we shall again come to this part of insert. Yes, we're still together. In this part of insert, we have like pictures, we have online pictures. There's this part of shapes. Hope you can see where I'm pointing. There's icons. We have 3D models. So for our case, we shall come to design. Yes, we shall come to design. Then we click that. Now with design, you can see information coming here. Still, now, ladies and gentlemen, in this other step, just from where we have stopped, we shall come to layout. You click just the way I've done. You click, then now we have breaks. Of course, that's where we're interested in, because we need now to break. We need to break it. Since we already have the page numbers, but here we are now interested in using the Romans also to separate these pages. So we shall come to next page. Then we click like that. We again get back to insert. When we get back to insert, of course, we shall again come to this part, and you click page number, just the way I've done. Now, when you have the page number, of course, there's need now to have format page numbers, the one that you can choose to use. For example, like I said, you can use like 1, 2, 3. You can use like the Roman. But now for our case, since we already use 1, 2, 3, we're now going to use Roman, like Roman 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to use that one. So we shall now come to this part. Get at. We come to this part. Then you direct to this part of OK. Then you click. You can see I've clicked, and now we're having this formation. Members, you can now see that we have Roman 1, we have Roman 2. You can see it is coming. It is allocated in each and every page. Roman 4. So we are done with that part also. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see it is coming out. It is coming out well. Now let's move through how we can now put this direct in the table of content. Since we already have each page having its own number, page number, and even the Roman separating all these pages, we can now go ahead. Fine. Now members, you can see that the whole work is almost getting done. But what is important, much as we now have the information, the different extra information in the extract, but what will make us understand them and reach them easily is the table of content that we're talking about. Now we shall go back to our first page. In our first page, that is where we're going to have our table of contents to talk about this information. Now as we go to the first page, of course, we shall find that these titles, these topics, all titles, we now need to, of course, bring them in the different parts that we're going to have in the table of content. So what we shall do from this point, Fine. So in this other step, ladies and gentlemen, of course I said with the first page, that's where we're going to have our table of contents, but now there's need for us to highlight the titles that we have. Like in the first place here we have this title, Forestry in Uganda, being the first aspect in this table of content. So we're going to highlight. As we highlight, you come to this part of home. You click that. After clicking, of course, we shall come to heading. We have this heading too. Then you also click that. Fine. But now in this heading we have different headings number, but this is going to be heading 1 rather, not heading 2. The heading 1 is Forestry in Uganda. So you highlight, you can see that one is already highlighted. So the next title here, we also come and highlight types of forests that we have. You come to this part of home, then you come to the heading. Of course, that is going to be heading. That's going to also be heading 1. We highlight. You can see it is now highlighted. Fine. You keep doing like that slowly till you finish the aspects that we have. Now in this next one we have areas where forestry is carried out. We shall again come to this part of home, then we move and highlight, and that's also done. We have now this other part, importance of forestry. You do the same way, just the way I've been moving, ladies and gentlemen. You keep highlighting them one by one. You can see that this title has also been highlighted and has now come out. There's also this other one about the inhabitants within forest. You use the same procedure. Click home, come back to headings, come back to headings. That is still heading 1. You highlight the way I've also done. Fine. You can see it is coming out. And members, ladies and gentlemen, I think all the topics are almost highlighted except this other one that I was forgetting, which is about challenges faced by people. Fine. That part is also highlighted. Then it is now this other one that is left. Use the same procedure. This one is about the solution to the problems. It is also highlighted. So members, you can now see that all our titles are highlighted as required in a table of content, and because it will be separating, showing that those are important information that we have. Now you come back to page 1, which we are talking about as table of content, and we shall now see how to bring all those information in the first page. Because already we have this title of table of content, we shall come to references. We click that. After clicking references, just the way I've done, now we have, members, you can now see this other side. We have now table of content. We have it this other side, so we're also going to click. Fine. Now we have contents, and under contents we have heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. That's the part we're also going to move to. Then you also click like that. Fine. Exactly what I was talking about. You can now see that in our page 1 we have table of content, and under that we have the contents, which is referring to the aspects that we are going to find in the extract of this book that I've just designed. In the book that I've just designed, we now have the table of content. So you'll find that if you want to go and find out about forestry in Uganda, come to page 2, and there we have the subtitles that has been separated using the Roman number, just for easy access. So all this that we did was just to make us go through a particular text or a book so fast, and that is generally what we call a table of content. I think thank you so much, members. That is what we call a table of content. Thank you so much for again following me in this channel, in my channel rather. I also welcome that in case of any comment, you also bring it out. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's feel free and we share, we interact and discuss together. And finally, I request that you don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can find out, discuss, and we really see how information can move Thank you so much. I wish you a good morning.